Scott, My Life's Reward here. Welcome. We have day number 3. We're on Mullet Lake right now, and we're going to be paddling into the Cheboygan River and down it until we get to the mouth, and then we will exit at that point. So stick around, enjoy the video, and thanks for stopping by. Scott from My Life's Reward, welcome back. We are on day number 3 of the Michigan Inland Waterway paddle, and this is going to finish it up. This video will be the last day, day number 3. Now, we did need to start from the north end of Mullet Lake here because of the wind. It doesn't look windy here, but if you go on the east shore, and we were at Aloha State Park, it was windy, waves were coming in, big waves. So we had to go to the north side of the lake, the north end of the lake. And Fred and I talked about that. We had figured, since we had paddled day number 2, we paddled along the southwestern shore, and then we went across, that we took that line and we rotated it, and it was maybe a quarter of a mile short of going to the north end of Mullet Lake. So in the spirit of things, we did really paddle the entire distance of what the inland waterway paddle would have been. Technically, we didn't traverse the entire part of Mullet Lake, but in the spirit of it, we did paddle the distance a quarter of a mile short. For safety's sake, we thought this was the better move, so we used a launch on the north end of Mullet Lake. So this was a pretty conservative paddle on this day. There wasn't really anything, in my opinion, dangerous about it. It was uneventful. There's, of course, a lock system that we enter, which is very interesting, much more extensive than the Crooked Lake lock. And so I would check that out. And we did see a Coast Guard ship. That was the icebreaker, the Mackinaw. It was interesting paddle. It was fun. It was short. It was maybe 2.5, 3 hours total time. There was some open water as the Cheboygan River is wider, and wind was a bit of a factor, but we made it. It was fine. The wind didn't cause any sort of big waves or anything. It was just a little tougher to paddle, but it was fine. And we did the job. So with that, thank you for stopping by the channel, and enjoy the video. And I will make some commentary in some of the other parts. The Cheboygan River lock system was a pretty cool experience. Though I don't like the industrialization around this, the Crooked Lake lock system was in more of a natural area. This lock system costs $6 to go through, whereas the other one costs $10. This one this one has to pump a lot more water, and the difference in the depth is quite significant, very noticeable. My guess about 10 feet, but that's just a guess. But what made this probably extra special for us is as I was reaching to give my money to the lock engineer, we were too low and I wasn't going to stand with my canoe. He happily let the water back in to raise us back up so he could reach the money. I thought that was interesting. And then we went back down again. So we kind of got 2 for 1 there. We got to ride up and down twice in this lock. So that was fun. And then departing out of this lock was interesting because there was a little bit more current there was quite a lot more current than what was in the Crooked River. And you can see that in the water. We saw that we timed the raising of the bridge at M23 bridge here at just the right time. So we had to hang around here maybe just for a few minutes so we could see the bridge go up, and then I would go back down. So we thought we would hang around for that, and we did. All right, you okay? You got a what? Oh, yeah. I've got a Winona. I got a Winona. Can't remember what the hell it is. Okay. Yeah. You're done hit, Fred. Well, in closing, I just want to say that I enjoyed the 3-day paddle starting at Crooked Lake, going down the Crooked River, Burt Lake, Indian River, Mullet Lake, and then finally the Cheboygan River. And with, things that you do like this, you learn from this. And neither Fred nor I, other than some of our open paddles that we done at the confluence of a river where it maybe dumps into a lake like the White River, like the Muskegon River, that the river widens out as you get closer to Lake Muskegon, where we did those two paddles together. It helps understand what we like and don't like, and we really didn't enjoy the open water paddles here like we hoped we would. I think we both surmised that we would prefer to paddle down rivers and have the current assist us and just deal with the obstacles of a river versus trying to fight the wind and waves of open water paddling. So that was our takeaway here, but we did it. It was something that we wanted to do. We started and finished it. So I'd really appreciate y'all watching the videos. If you've watched day 1, 2, and 3 and sticking through this. The neat thing about this is it shows the entire paddle. So if anybody's curious what it looks like, what the banks look like, what the landscape looks like as you're going through these areas, you can see it in this video. With this, I appreciate everybody's support, and please, if you like what you're seeing, click the like button, and if you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button. I post videos every Friday. Haven't missed for 2 years, thereabouts, maybe even a little bit longer than that, and I plan to continue to do the same. Until next week, take care and thank you.